Hi, Sheila here. Today I thought I would go over another of the library resources available from the homepage on our magazines and newspapers. So I'm just going to turn you around once again so you can see what I see, which is the homepage. And so we'll go back to the left-hand menu under Research Connecticut, back to this page, which may look familiar to you now. And on the right-hand side, the far right, we have newspapers and images and a whole list of various newspapers with the dates when we started having availability to the present. You could select any of these individually and search. I'm just going to go in for today from the news stream. And what you'll see is all of the resources that you would be searching. So you can read about what the publication is about in case you're unsure. You could click on search for any one of these, and then you would only be searching that one publication. And if you search all of them, I have full text clicked, so you would just see articles of full text, so you'd be able to read everything. And let's just do a search together. What I searched was fostering pets, something that's kind of been in the news a little bit lately. So we'll get 561 results from all of those, a little bit from each one of those resources. So now that people are home, they're thinking about adopting or fostering. And I have it selected for most recent first, so these would be the most timely. You could also do the oldest or something by relevance, but I wanted the most recent. So any of these will open, they're full text. You can click on one and email it to somebody or have it printed. There are other save options in here if you were doing any kind of research with them, with any article. Always look at the question marks. You can always get help in that area. And so your results come from newspapers, historical newspapers, magazines, and blogs. I'm going to just go back and do one on Florida cruise ships because I wanted to show you that once we search all of that, what's also included in this are a couple of audio and video clips, and that would be over here on the right. So this just has two of them. They're only a couple of minutes each, but it is possible some of the things you would search on would have an audio and video component as well as everything else. You can change databases. So this will give you an idea of the databases that are being searched currently, which are all of the newspapers. And again, you could click off any of these if you didn't want to include them. You could just do one at a time. The little eye icon will tell you more about what that publication really entails in case you're unsure of what the historical newspapers really cover. If you click on that, you would kind of get a little description if that helps you. And you could click off, again, all of them. You could search in the business databases if that's what you were looking for. So those are some ways to search the newspapers and magazines. There are always some search tips over here on the right. Quotation marks will tend to limit your search and be more exact, but sometimes that leaves out some things you might want to be looking at if you're not being too specific. So just going back into this search again, if we opened one of them to look at the article, you can see that it's full text because that's how we searched. Again, you have the options here of printing or emailing, and then similar to one of the other resources we used on the right-hand side, the related text. So they're kind of assuming what might interest you, and sometimes there are articles that will be of interest, so you can always scroll down through that. And there's the whole article, just the one. Back to results. So again, there's many ways to explore in there. Everybody has their own way of navigating websites and research to doing their research. So have a look through there if you are inclined. If you have any questions, please reach out to the library. And as always, I enjoy exploring these resources with you. Thanks for your time.